Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate 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 Vasudevaya.
Yat karosi yarasnasi. Yat karosi yarasnasi. Yat juhosi dadasi yat. Yat juhosi dadasi yat. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya. Tat kurushva madarpanam. Tat kurushva madarpanam. So reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, this is chapter 9. The title of the chapter is called The Most Confidential Knowledge. We are reading this evening text number 27. The translation says, our Guru Maharaj, so here Lord Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is speaking to Arjuna. He is a friend as well as disciple. So Lord Krishna says, whatever you do, yat karoshi means whatever you do, and yat asnasi means whatever you eat, and yat juhosi tadasya, whatever you offer or give away, and yat tapasyasi kaunteya, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, this Arjuna, as an offering to me, means to Lord Sri Krishna. So in other words, the whole science and the philosophy of Krishna consciousness is very simply explained by Lord Krishna for the understanding of everyone in a simple language. So what do we say? We are all living beings. In other words, we are all human beings. Therefore, since we are all jiva souls, so we have to do something. Everyone is doing something. Also, sleeping is also doing something. But we are all doing something. So no one is remaining without doing anything. So Krishna says, whatever you do, but Krishna is saying that you do that as an offering to Him, to the Supreme Lord. So in other words, to be a servant of the Lord is not very difficult. It's very simple. But then we have to do it properly. That's the only tapasya, that austerity that we have to take. But in principle, let's say in all cultures, either it's in all traditions, either it's Christianity or let's say Hinduism or Islam or all the other traditions. So therefore, the Lord says that we are all His children. Therefore, the Lord is always anxious for the welfare of His children. So when they are all doing well in the service of the Lord is very pleased. So therefore, the Lord makes very simple for everyone to participate. So everyone is doing something, either you are working in the office, or you are running for a presidential candidate, or you are working as housewife, cooking nice items, and similarly the students are going to schools, and so everyone is doing something. Either going to the supermarket, buying something. So therefore, like Krishna says that, but do that because it is necessary for all of you. But how to use that in the service of the Lord? But as Krishna says, you do that as an offering. In other words, we have to change to cultivate our mind in such a way that yes, my dear Lord, please help me. I'm trying to do your seva. So please guide me. So in this way, with that mentality, if we approach, that's really very simple. That we have to offer to the Lord. But how to offer, that's another detail. So those are coming later on. Yat karosi, yat asnasi. Asnasi means, see, all the living beings, everybody has to eat. Even the microorganisms, the living cell, they are always hungry. They are always running for some food. And the birds, the animals, then the plants, and everybody is eating something. Because without eating, we cannot maintain this body. Therefore, but then how to use that in Krishna consciousness? How to relate in serving the Lord with our eating program? So Krishna says that you eat that, but you do that as an offering to Him. In other words, say here, when you come to the temple, so it's very soon we'll be honoring Mahaprasadam. So this Mahaprasadam, first of all, we prepare very nicely, we offer to the Lord. So when the Lord is pleased, then He gives everything back so that all the other His children can taste that Mahaprasadam. So in this way, when we are offering to the Lord and He is honoring as Mahaprasadam, so that means we are a Krishna conscious. We are serving the Lord because we are the father, the parents are always concerned for the well-being of the children. Therefore, the parents always give these things for the children, like the mothers, the loving mother is always concerned for the well-being of the child. So whatever she has, everything she gives for the welfare of the child. So similarly, the Lord, we offer everything to the Lord. The Lord gives everything to His children, and we honor them. So therefore, in this way, we can always honor the Lord's mercy. We can respect the Lord's mercy. So this is called as nasi. Then we have sometimes we have like gift items, like here in this country during the Christmas time. We give gifts each other, family members, friends. You buy something for someone. The children buy for the parents buy for the children or the friends, and bring some gifts. But then Krishna says here that you do that. It is a very nice thing so that to please someone. But when you change gifts like that, but what you should think, because the Lord has given us these bodies and these family members. So therefore, we remember the Lord's mercy in giving that, and eventually, of course, everything is to be regarded as it is all arranged by the blessings of the Lord. So just like when somebody is offering something to the temple, like our many guests are coming and offering, there's a little some Lakshmi Maharani in this hundi box, and some are bringing some rice, some bringing some flowers, and some are bringing some fruits. So like this. So like this is called offering to the Lord. So Krishna says that yes, whatever you do in offer, that you do it as an offering to Him, to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is very simple. Tadasiyat, that yet tapasyasi counted. That tapasyasi like tapasya means austerity. Austerity means, let's say, suppose one wants to have a clean life. To have a clean life, because clean life is very, very necessary actually for spiritual knowledge. Let's say the spiritual knowledge comes actually by the blessings of the Lord. Therefore, one of the requirements of spiritual culture is that one must live very clean life. Clean means, cleanliness is inside as well as outside. But therefore, this practice of cleanliness can be regarded as tapasya. Tapasya means discipline, that an individual wants to do it, not that somebody is being forced. He or she should not feel that, well, I have been forced. When I go to Hare Krishna people, they say that you don't smoke. So I have been forced not to smoke. But actually, tapasya means, discipline means one voluntarily does it because he or she is searching for some higher understanding about life. So therefore, Krishna says, tapasya means when you do this tapasya, you should do it as an offering to the Lord. But actually, tapasya, the cleanliness is very, very pleasing to the Lord. Because without being clean, the Lord is not very pleased. So therefore, this cleanliness is one of the basic requirements of practicing spiritual life. Not only in Krishna consciousness, in all spiritual life, cleanliness is a very, very essential. So Krishna says, therefore, that we do that as an offering to the Lord. So in this way, if we maintain these very simple things, then we will slowly make progress in our spiritual life, and then our life will become very peaceful, and there will be no terrorism in this planet. Because you want to be, Swami wants to be happy, and you want to be very peaceful. You don't want to give any trouble to anybody else. And so in this way, life will become very, very, very joyful. It is a joyful experience. In fact, we are supposed to be happy. Happiness is he said in our philosophy, in science of Vedic culture, is that why creation takes place. The answer is that in order to give happiness, the ultimate happiness, especially for the human beings who come to this world, so for that reason, so this creation actually takes place as again and again. Because this creation, and after this time period is over, then another will start. In this way, the cycles of creation and destruction take place. So, but there is a long, conversation, like a scientific and a theological, as a meaning and purpose in the Vedic culture, an elaborate discussion. So it is there in the third canto of the Bhagavatam. So in this way, the happiness is the fundamental principle of the living being. The happiness. So one of the qualities of it is a zero soul is that is to become happy. So in this way, Krishna consciousness gave basic guidelines how to be happy and how to use this precious form of life, so that life could become very happy and also very peaceful. Because after all, this body, after some time it will be lost, it will be finished. So therefore, when we are staying, we should use our intelligence very properly, and then try to make some progress in our spiritual journey. So that is actually the goal of life. So in this way, Krishna consciousness is universal. It is for everyone. It is for the Christians, it is for the Islams, for the Hindus, and for the Buddhists, and for all the living beings in the universe. So therefore it is regarded as a universal science and philosophical background, this Krishna consciousness. And so therefore we like to request, today is a very special day, also remembering Lord Jesus' blessings to the planet. Saintly people, saintly personalities, they are called avatars. Avatar means descending from the spiritual world in order to help to guide especially the suffering people, all the human beings. So similarly, Lord Jesus is an avatar. Avatar means sent by the Father. So Jesus says, I am the Son of God. So therefore the Father sends him to this planet in order to guide many human beings so that they can make progress in spiritual life. So in this way, it is celebrated all over the world. But in Krishna consciousness, every day is a celebration. So please, I think the time is up. The sun is coming, and so please come regularly and help this center, and please participate. And so in this way, we can all work together, and also try to make some progress in spiritual life, free from all difficulties. So once again, I'd like to thank all of you for kindly coming and visiting this center. This is called Sister Radha Govinda Temple. So everyone is most welcome, and please come regularly, and sometimes we'll give you advice as well as valuable participation in this center. I just came here last night from India, and so I'm kind of my time is now in India at the moment, but all of a sudden I am in the middle of the snow, so I'm praying that maybe the snow is over. So I think there is some announcements, and so. Jai Sister Radha Govinda Ji ki Jai Guru Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Gaura Premanande